Morning swim.
Good morning! Swimming! Swimming!
We woke up to see the sunrise, but it wasn't anything crazy. The sky got lighter, but no colors. Getting our day started, we're gonna get some breakfast here at ICC Pudu, which is a food court, and apparently a lot of locals frequent here. While we're here at the ICC Pudu food court, we want to try a concept that we've been thinking about for a while. We're gonna give ourselves each a budget of 30 ringgit. We're gonna split ways, go find stuff. It could be one dish, it could be multiple. We'll come back, we'll try them together, and between the two of us, we'll decide who made better use of the 30 ringgit. Ready? Let's go. All right, my strategy is just to see what is everybody else eating. And a ton of people are eating pork noodles. And this place had a little bit of a line, so went and got one of these karis for 13 ringgit. So I still got 17 left. And then my second item, I'm going for a drink here. And I got the top option, the claypot Hainan cha ice for 4.90. We're back together and we each got two things. We said it's 30 ringgit budget, but we ended up only spending 20 or less. So I'll go over what I got first. 13 ringgit on the kari noodle dish. It almost looks like there's two types of noodles in here. Got some pork, some other pieces as well. This is definitely some kind of organ. And then I also got a drink, which is going to be the Hutong claypot coffee, it's like Hainan style. Iced was 4.90 ringgit, so total for me 17.90. What'd you get?
I got a crispy roasted pork for 15 ringgit. And then I also got the original popiah, which is a skin with some crunchy peanuts, boiled jicama, different types of chili and sweet sauces, and some sort of like shredded vegetable and a chicken or egg floss, and this was 5 ringgit. Let's try the popiah first.
Okay. Popiah.
And this was made fresh right in front of my eyes. They filled it up with all these fillings and then rolled it up. This stand was also kind of popular. I saw some other people standing around.
Mine fell apart, but...
Cheers.
That skin's super thin.
There's something so crunchy in there, which adds so much texture. I love it.
Probably like fried shallots or garlic.
It's delicious.
It's not though.
The perfect amount of sauce. Just totally balance it out. Yeah.
All right, should we try your...
Yeah, let's do the roasted pork next.
Wow, I saw people eating roasted pork. I wanted to choose roasted pork, and I actually couldn't really find it. So I was really happy that Grace got it.
It was hard to find. There were a lot of stalls.
All right, here we go.
Cheers. Definitely really soft, tender meat, but I wish the skin was just a little crispier. The sauce adds a nice garlicky, spicy kick to it.
Let's try this big boy.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
All right. I'm just gonna dig into the noodle first. But there's a bunch of meat on here, a bunch of different toppings.
It is two different types of noodles, right?
Yeah, it looks like there's an egg noodle and then some sort of rice noodle.
All right.
Right. What is that flavor? Like curry?
There's coconut in there.
Coconut. Wow. That is surprising. I did not expect it to taste like this at all. That's good though.
Especially not pork.
The broth is really good. That's good. That's an interesting dish.
What is this?
Very strong in flavor. Ooh, that's pretty fragrant. Very lightly sweet. I like that.
It's definitely more of that slightly bitter coffee flavor than like the white coffee we had, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. This feels more like traditional coffee that we would drink at home, but it's still really good. I like it. And it has a bit of a frothy airiness to it.
So, for 20 ringgit, who do we think did better?
Gosh.
I don't know, I like my kari, the noodle. I do think my drink, I was imagining it would be a little bit better than what it is. It kind of tastes like somewhat like regular coffee to me. So, to me, I think you got a nice balance. You got meat, you got some vegetable, different flavors, and it's light. So, I might actually go with you. I think I might have messed up a little bit. If I would have spent my 5 ringgit on another small dish like she did, I would have maybe gave it to me, but I think I might go with you.
I think the popiah is very unique, texture and flavor wise. So just for that, did it, but I gotta say this noodle's really unique as well. Like nothing like I've ever tried before.
Yeah. All right, let's eat. Something else I've noticed, and this is not just for food courts, is you often have to bring your own pack of napkins or tissues. We were at a restaurant yesterday in Ipoh and they just don't have any. You have to bring your own. Next stop for us is the Exchange TRX. It's a mall, and we get some AC, get out of the sun. Wow, the indoor portion is massive, many floors. So more of an upscale mall, I'd say. A lot of American brands, more expensive stores. Next stop, Berjaya Times Square. While much of the mall are shops like this that we've seen before, this is something unique about it. It has a whole theme park in here, mainly catered towards children, but there are adult rides. We're not gonna participate, but we're just looking at it. It's huge, look at this. Hey, Grace is getting herself a haircut. 45 ringgit. The way it works here is there's like junior and senior stylists, and basically based on experience, you have to pay more. How's it?
It feels so much lighter. It's good. I really like it.
Back in Bukit Bintang, we're about to head to our next place for lunch. The Lot 10 food court. Found this store, Don Donki. Looks like there's like some Japanese snacks and other cool little things. Grace is in ice cream heaven right now. So many selections. All right, here's what we came for. The food court on the top floor. Seems like there's a lot of Japanese stores and food options here. Even more in here. Super nice. Look at this.
We ordered from a stall called Tokyo Salmon, the 3-piece salmon and unagi sushi ball. It was 8.90 ringgit. Here it is in front of me. And they look like these small balls of sushi, but now I've apparently broken mine. And there's the unagi and the fish on top. Let's see. That's good flavor. A lot of rice underneath. But I like the little sauce that they put on top.
What we actually came for was on the bottom floor, the Lot 10 Hutong food court. My understanding is, like this place behind me, a lot of these stalls here, if not all of them, kind of like a food hall in the US, where they have their main location, but then they open up a smaller location in a food hall so that more people can try it out. See, for example, we were in Ipoh. This is the same store where Grace bought a little pastry to eat. Quite the selection. Nothing from the Hutong food court, unfortunately. It's not that anything wasn't good, but some of the stuff that looked interesting we've already had, and honestly a lot of Chinese food that we're used to having at home. So we're gonna check out this Sungei Wang food court instead. So here's the food court, super nice, but I asked the worker here in Chinese what the best nasi goreng place is, and he said it's actually not necessarily that good here. The food that's good here is the Chinese food, so we're gonna keep looking. We're now at Plaza Lo Yacht. Check out this food court, but worst comes to worst, there is a Jollibee right around here, and we've been meaning to try that for a few years. All right, Jollibee it is. All right, here's what we're rolling with, $28.49. Here's what we got, and there's what it is. So Grace has been talking about she really wants to try this famous beef roti place. The line is huge, but we're here, let's do it.
We got one beef roti, and this was 6.50 ringgit. Wow. Look at those crispy layers. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. The beef flavor is so strong too. Really well flavored.
Couple of stops later via the Rapid KL, we're in the Kampung Baru neighborhood of Kuala Lumpur. Right behind me is Jalan Raha Muda Musa, known as a food street here full of hawker stalls. But we're actually venturing towards the night market, and if for some reason that's closed, which it seems like 50-50 shot it is, then we'll come back here for dinner. We've made it to the Chow Kit night market, not to be confused with the Chow Kit wet market. It seemed like some sources online, people were leaving reviews and comments and not delineating between the two, so we had a hard time figuring out if it was actually open. It's currently Wednesday at 8 p.m. and it's obviously definitely open, so I would say it's probably open every day like what some of the other forums say. Looks like this is where the wet market takes place, and as you can see, it's closed at night. All right, well, the verdict is, I don't know, because today's Wednesday, I can't speak for any other days, but it's not really a night market. There's not like a bunch of food stalls like we expected. There's some people selling vegetables, even a couple people selling fish, even though the actual wet market is not open. And sure, there's a stand or two selling cooked foods, but it sounds like while it's open every day, or every night rather, that when it's the liveliest might be Monday.
For 28 ringgit, we got half a kilo of longan, and we are trying a new fruit called kandang. It's supposed to taste like mango, but with a plum-like texture, and they're obviously a lot smaller.
So we managed to find somewhere to eat dinner on the street here close to the Chow Kit market area. Quite a few people were eating here, so that's kind of the technique we've been using. And then it was one of those options where they just had a bunch of trays of different stuff, and we didn't really know what all of them were. But they all come with rice, a little piece of hard-boiled eggs, some peanuts, and some cucumber, and then you get two options. We tried to use a little bit English. We talked to a guy in Chinese here. He didn't really know what he was eating. He kind of just said, I pointed this. But I believe this is beef. And then we have something called karong, I believe is what I heard. In all honesty, we don't really know what we're eating, but I'm about to find out. Let's try it out. 9.50 ringgit for all of this. They also put this little paste right here. Ooh, a little bit sweet. I thought it'd be spicy. That is great. And then let me try this one. This is very popular. A lot of people got this. What is that? It's a little bit chewy. Is it clam? It might be clam and like a sweeter sauce. It's like a sweet sauce. This is pretty good. Oh, what is that?
I have no clue.
Long tail.
Huge mango smoothie with mango chunks for 7 ringgit. Creamy.
Stop, Saloma Link Bridge, KLCC, and the Petronas Towers. Crazy the amount of photo guys who are getting good business here. There's the bridge. Found ourselves this place called Tapak Urban Street Dining. Two things are first, nasi goreng of the trip, for the biasa, which is the normal, for 8 baht. There's some chicken in here, corn, carrots. But good, actually strong. And then a sour sop smoothie for 8 ringgit. Ooh, yum. Okay, so like this.
We're back at our stay and we washed the fruit. Now we're trying the kandang. Ooh, that's unique. It is sort of thready and has the texture of a plum, but it doesn't quite taste like a mango. It tastes more like a mix between papaya and mango, but it's definitely really interesting, and I'm glad that we bought this at the market. And with that, thank you for joining us for a day in Kuala Lumpur. Subscribe and stay tuned for more Malaysia travel content.